So you've seen mine, and then we kind of took a look. I didn't look at yours, but I gave you mine, and then you went back and made some changes.
Yeah,
so I'm curious to see what you came up with as your final teacher-facing coding, and then student-facing coding.
Okay, so for the teacher coding, I definitely, after seeing Martinez and what you had as well, doing the like right, wrong, plus or minus, and then another column that would be like almost there for the coding. And
so on your clipboard, so next to every problem on your clipboard, you're gonna have like a plus, a minus, and like a delta for almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never, in my years of teaching coaching, I've never seen an almost column. Like what's going on there?
Well, I think by having the almost or like the delta, for me as a teacher to know, especially since I'm new, to have the right or wrong, but also with what we're learning with third grade, we're doing a lot with area, and a lot of teammates write 28 is the area, but forget that square inches aspect. So, or they'll write square units instead of when they're given inches or centimeters to use. So I don't want to automatically put them as wrong, because even though they're almost there, they're not, they have that 28, which is correct, but they don't add that extra part of the correct square units that are being used.
So then what would you do? So like say you had like 12 kids in your almost column, like then what would you do?
Well, then I would at least know that is a misconception that a lot of students are having, and have to go back and reteach that or go over it again, because so many are doing that same thing.
And how would those 12 kids be different, say, than the 3 or 4 kids who might be in the wrong column?
Because they got the right number. They're getting the right number for the area. They're just making the misconception of whether to use square units or square inches or square centimeters, and so that needs to be looked at, of finding it in the problem. Oh, it says use centimeters, or it says use inches.
Yeah. So like my thing is, what would a kid's answer be if in the wrong column?
Like to 24,
yeah,
32,
okay.
like multiplication, because then that would be they're struggling with the multiplication side of things, versus they get it right, they just forget to put that second part of the area.
That is really interesting. I'm excited to see how that works out for us next week, and like how useful that is, because I've never seen it like that. And I would love to coach people to do that if that is something that's really useful for you. So that's your teacher facing coding. Yeah. What symbols are you using for students?
So for like on students' paper, I would be doing the check if they had gotten it right. Circle if there was if whatever's wrong. Question mark, because a lot of our students, their handwriting can sometimes be hard to read. So just question mark for can't understand what they're saying or whatnot. And then for like the almost there, I wanted to have something. So I would do, like, especially with that square inches or square units, do like ... which would be like okay, tell me more, like add
I
to
like
this.
that a lot. I like how you connected your teacher template to your student one, not only with the right, wrong, but you also included that like ... because I can picture you putting the ... on students' paper and then putting the one on your clipboard underneath, almost, and that would be almost a cool symbol instead of the delta, to make it a ... since that's what you're putting on students' paper.
That's true. Yeah.
And even instead of the plus and the minus, what do you think it should turn into?
To check in the circle,
so that your clipboard looks just like what you're giving out.
Okay.
And then that would be cool too, because I know how much you like to celebrate kids. Like if you know that like 6 kids got it right, that you know how sometimes kids like to claim they got it right. Then you should have 6 kids standing if you're like stand if you got it correct.
Right.
Or stand if you put square inches, you would know exactly how many. I love how thoughtful you were about this. So I'm excited that we plan this out, and what we're gonna do is we are gonna step out of my office and into your classroom.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put out I told you not to grade your exit tickets from Friday. I'm gonna put out your exit tickets from Friday.
Okay.
And what we're gonna do is I only want you looking at the first question, and you with your clipboard that I'm gonna give you some time to like make and put together, and you have your exemplar from your exit ticket anyway. Put all your symbols on your clipboard, and I want you to go ahead and you're gonna time yourself. I'm going to give the feedback on the paper and then on the clipboard, and I want us to do that for the practice.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and do that.